Durvavacha Samadhinanaika Pavena Yatpadam Viduhu Sananthasaya Udvaretusha Durvavacha Samadhinanaika Pavena Yatpadam Viduhu Sananthasaya Udvaretusha. Māseraham sadviramusya padayo Shayam upetya pagataha pratanmati. So translation, synonyms. Durvaha uvacha. Durva Maharaj said, Samadhina, by practicing yoga in front, na, never. Eka bhavena, by one birth, yet, which, padam, position, we do understand. Sananda, Adayaha, the four brahmacharis, headed by Sanandana, Urdhvareshaha, infallible celebrates, Masi, within months, Ham, I, Sadbhi, 6, Amusya, of him, Padayoho, of the lotus feet, Shayam, shelter, Upetya, achieving, Apagataha, fell down, Tatapmati, my mind fixed on things other than the Lord. Translation, Durva Maharaj thought to himself, to endeavor to be situated in the shade of the lotus feet of the Lord is not an ordinary task. Because even the great brahmacharis headed by Sanandana, who practiced Astanga Yoga in France, attained the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet only after many, many births. Within 6 months, I have achieved the same result. Yet, due to my thinking differently from the Lord, I fell down from my position. Please respond. Dhruva Maharaj thought to himself, to endeavor to be situated in the shade of the lotus feet of the Lord is not an ordinary task. Because even the great brahmacharis, aided by Sanandana, who practice Astanga Yoga in France, attained the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet only after many, many births. Within 6 months, I achieved the same result. Yet due to my thinking differently from the Lord, I fell down from my position. So here, purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Sundar Gopāl. And this verse, Dhruva Maharaj himself explained the cause of his moroseness. First he lamented to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly is not easy. Even great saintly persons like the 4 celebrated brahmacharis headed by Sanandana, Sanaka, Sanatana and Sanat Kumar practice the yoga system for many, many births and remain in trance before getting the opportunity to see the Supreme Lord face to face. As far as Dhruva Maharaj is concerned, he saw the Supreme Lord personally after only 6 months of practicing devotional service. He expected therefore that as soon as he met the Supreme Lord, the Lord would take him to his abode immediately without waiting. Dhruva Maharaj could understand very clearly that the Lord had offered him the rule of the world for 36,000 years because in the beginning he was under the spell of the material energy and wanted to take revenge against his stepmother and rule over his father's kingdom. Dhruva Maharaj greatly lamented his propensity for ruling the material world and his revengeful attitude towards other living entities. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gnanam Jnana-shulakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Satvitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Gadamam Gadati Swaparandikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutabada Gamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sikajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajiv Shadvitam Shavadutam Parijinam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Radhika Sri Vishakam Vitam Cha Ek Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vijavanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Pancha Kalpadaro Vyascha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavari Paschati Desasarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gauravanta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, thank you very much for joining us on today's Bhagavatam class. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, chapter 9, text 13. So here, although Dhruva Maharaj, he saw the Lord personally, but he saw the Lord, you should be happy. Yes? Yes? But why he is very unhappy? What is he that is not happy? Once you see the Lord, then, as it says in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, correct? 6:21. Once you have got this happiness, then there's nothing more to ask for. Yes? We'll show you the verse. Here at this point, Sukham Atyantikam Yattat Buddhikraham Atindriyam Veti Yatra Na Chaivaham Stitas Chalati Tatpataha. You follow? The meaning, again the next line, we'll read that. Yam labdva chaparam labam manyate nadikam tataha yasmin stito na dukena gurunapi vichalyate. Now we try to read the translation. In this stage of perfection called trance or samadhi, one's mind is completely restrained from material activities by practice of yoga. This perfection is characterized by one's ability to see the self by the pure mind and to relish the joy and to relish and rejoice in the self. So this is the point. In that joyous state, one is situated in boundless transcendental happiness, realized through transcendental senses. You see this point? So when you are with the Lord, you are in the joyous stage where you have boundless transcendental happiness, realized through transcendental senses. Ati indriya. Ati indriya means beyond the material indriya. You follow this point? Huh? Established thus, one never departs from the truth, and upon gaining this, he thinks there is no greater gain. He is situated in such a position, one is never shaken even in the midst of greatest difficulty. This indeed is actually freedom from all miseries arising from material contact. Are you following? There is another verse that also depicts this transcendental joy. It is explained here. Brahmabhuta Prasanatma. This word Prasanatma means very happy. When you come to the stage of God consciousness, when you are actually with the Lord, you are very, very happy. At that time there you don't na sochiti, na kanchati. You don't have any sochiti, means lamenting. Kanchati means desiring. Nothing more to gain, nothing more. You understand? Just now we read. Yam labhva chaparam labham manyate nadikam. Once you get this, no more highest to get anymore. You follow? Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. You see every living entity equal. Mat bhakti labhate param. Then you get devotion. Devotion to translation. One who thus transcendentally situated at once realizes supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. You see the word there? You understand? He never laments nor desires to have anything. He is equally disposed toward every living entity. In that state he attained pure devotional service unto me. So now, Durva Maharaj, having seen the Lord and come to this state, now why he is morose? This is the question. Why is he morose? He said, I got this thing, in 6 months I got this ability to see the Lord. It is explained that Krishna will give anything, but he will not give his devotional service to anybody. You follow this point? It's explained here in this verse. You can see here, Sukadeva Goswami continued, my dear king, the supreme person, Mukunda, is actually the maintainer of all the members of the Pandava and the Yadu dynasty. He is your spiritual master, worshipful deity, friend, and director of your activities. To say nothing of this, he sometimes serves your family as a messenger or a servant. This means he works just as ordinary servants do. Those engaged in getting the Lord's favor obtain liberation from the Lord very easily. But he does not very easily give the opportunity to render direct service unto him. You see this point? He will give you all. You want liberation? Yes. You follow? But devotional service, understand? This is explained in verses, we will study them as we go. You see here, this verse that we quote, you know. This one we quote many times, no? Ananyaya chintayanto mam ye jana prayupashate. Ye jana prayupashate. Tesham nitya vyuktanam yoga chemam vahamyaham. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. See this point? Huh? The Lord gives. It's not that He doesn't give. He gives. What He gives is not to explain here. What He gives. You can see here. I think it's in the third Canto, 25th chapter. Let me see. In the third Canto, 25th chapter, you can see here, (36). In this verse, 25. This is Bhagavad Gita. Right? Where is this verse? 3. Bhagavad Gita. See here in this verse, upon seeing the charming forms of the Lord, smiling and attractive, and hearing His very pleasing word, the pure devotee almost loses all other consciousness. His senses are free from all other engagement, and because he is absorbed in devotional service, thus in spite of his unwillingness, he attains liberation without separate endeavor. You see this point? The Lord gives him without even asking. You follow? Thus, in spite of his unwillingness, he attained liberation without separate endeavor. Actually, for a devotee who wants all these other things, very easily he gets them. You understand this? You know there's a verse, Mukunda Mukundanjali. What is that? Yeah, what is that? What number? You see here, this verse, that the Lord He gives economic development, he gives, sense gratification, he gives dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Very easily he gives. Yeah, it is, what is that? Sita still. Oh my Lord, if one engages in pure devotional service with determination, you become visible in your original transcendental youthful form as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As far as liberation is concerned, she stands before the devotee with folded hands, waiting to render service. Religion, economic development, and sense gratification are all automatically attained without separate endeavor. You see this point? So the devotee, he doesn't want these things. You follow? You can see here in this verse, yat karma bir yat tapasha jnana vairagya tascha yat yogena dhana dharmena sriyo viritare api sarvam mad bhakti yogena mad bhakto labate jasa svarga pavargam madhamam katanchit yadi vanchati. Everything that can be achieved by fruitive activity, penance, knowledge, detachment, mystic yoga, charity, religious duties, and all other means of perfecting life is easily achieved by my devotee through loving service unto me. If somehow or other my devotee desires promotion to heaven, liberation or residence in my abode, he easily achieves such benediction. See this point? The devotee, he gets it not with separate endeavor. You follow? Krishna will give all this easily. But, see the next verse. Na kinchit sarva sadhavo dhira bhakta he ekantino mama vanchatiyapi mayatam kaivalya apunna bhavam. Because my devotee possess saintly behavior and deep intelligence, they completely dedicate themselves to me and do not desire anything beside me. Indeed, even if I offer them liberation from birth and death, they do not accept it. You understand? This is in accordance with our prayer in the morning. What we pray every morning? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam. I don't want what? Dhanam is what? I don't want. Dhanam, na janam. But that janam. Yeah, to be worshipped, to get some, become popular. And I don't want any sense gratification in the form of women. Then what do I want? I want to be your servant, life after life after life. I don't even want to come out from birth and death. You see, even if I offer them liberation from birth and death, they do not accept it. So the devotee want to be only with Krishna. You follow this point. That's why Dhruva Maharaj was thinking so bad. I've got the Lord. Just like going to the king and asking him pennies. The king can give you what? Huh? Unlimited assets, yes, but you go and asking him what? Some ashes or some. Is that intelligent? Huh? So here, Durva Maharaj is becoming very, very disturbed. What did I do? I got the laws. So difficult to get. Someone not so easy to see. You understand this point? The Lord is not someone you can just immediately see. No, very difficult. In fact, in the Bhagavad Gita it says, the verse that you all chant all the time. So difficult, it takes many, many births, right? Bahunam janmanam ante jnanamam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabaha. After many birth and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes. And all that is, such a great soul is very rare. It is not something like anybody just become a devotee. You understand? It takes long, long time. Get the darshan of the Lord. In fact, it is said, there's another verse, it says to see me is easier, Krishna says, but to see my devotee even worse, more difficult. There's a verse, To take darshan of me is more easier than to see my devotee. How much more rare my devotees are. You follow this point? So you see how the point of trying to go to get the darshan of the Lord, it's not some easy thing. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati sadhe tatyapu siddhanam kaschid mam veti tattvataha kaschid mam veti. Hardly anyone will know him. You follow this point? So try to understand how devotional service is very, very, very rare. In fact, the Lord said, material thing he will be giving immediately. Material thing he will give immediately. Goes to the Bhagavad Gita. RD 8:17. How to do that? This doesn't have a forward.
Just that 8:17.
Tap.
Next.
How you tap? Tap. Now you go to the tab, 8:17, next verse. How you do next? Huh? Where's the next clip? There used to be a button here. F?
Function F4.
Oh, function F4.
Not 4, F4.
Function F4.
Function of 3 means the previous.
Mm.
Is it the one?
Yeah. See, Jnanatah su labha mukti bhukti janadi punyatah sheyam sadhana sastrai haribhakti su durlabha. By cultivating philosophical knowledge, one can understand his spiritual position and thus he liberated. And by performing sacrifice and pious activities, one can achieve self-gratification in a higher planetary system. But devotional service of the Lord is so rare that even by executing hundreds and thousands of such sacrifices, one cannot obtain it. You see the point of devotional service, how extremely rare it is. Huh? And Guru Maharaj got it. And he was thinking that the Lord, I've seen now, you will take me back to the spiritual world. But then the Lord offered him material benefits. Huh? You see, we'll go to another chapter where you can understand this more clearly. You know, I need to go to that. Prahlad Maharaj, he's saying, why are you tempting me with this material? What is that? Verse 7? Prahlad Maharaj, on the other hand, when the Lord offered him some benediction, he said, my dear Lord, I'm not doing business with you. Huh?
I'm not doing any merchandise with you.
Yeah. What is that verse? We'll take it up. So you understand now, two different sects. One, he desired, and he saw, and the Lord gave him. 7, 10, 2. Huh? 7, 10, 1. See here, the mood of another devotee, how he is. So we study this, then we understand how, they are thinking. The same Narada Muni continued, although Prahlad Maharaj was only a boy, when he heard the benediction offered by Lord Narasimhadev, he considered them impediments of the path of devotional service. And thus he smiled very mildly and spoke as follows. See what he spoke? Sri Prahlad Vacha. See that? He said, Prahlad said, Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, because I was born in the atheistic family, I was naturally attached to material enjoyment. Therefore, kindly do not tempt me with this illusion. I am very much afraid of material condition and I desire to be liberated from materialistic life. It is for this reason that I have taken shelter of your lotus feet. You see how he is thinking now? Huh? Guru Maharaj is lamenting, I got you, then now look, you give me material. Here, Prahlad is saying, I don't know. I'm frightened of Maya, I don't want to be with Maya. You understand the difference? Are you following? Huh? So you see the next verse also, very nice. O my worshipful Lord, because the seed of lusty desires, which is the root cause of material existence, is within the core of everyone's heart. It's a fact. We are all contaminated. You have sent me to this material world to exhibit the symptom of a pure devotee. See how he is speaking. You have sent me here to exhibit the symptom of a pure devotee. And you see what a pure devotee is thinking. Otherwise, my Lord, Supreme Instructor of the entire world, you are so kind to your devotee that you could not induce him to do something unbeneficial for him. On the other hand, one who desires a material benefit in exchange for devotional service cannot be your pure devotee. Indeed, he is no better than a merchant who wants profit in exchange for service. You see how Prahlad Maharaj is putting? If anyone wants to go to the Lord and ask for something, then he is not pure devotional service. That's why Guru Maharaj is very upset. What do I do? That's why I came here looking for some glass. I found a valuable jewel instead. He said. You see the point? So now here Prahlad is explaining it even in detail. Once you go there and ask something, then you are not pure devotee. He said here, if on the other hand one desires some material benefit in exchange for devotionals, cannot be your pure devotee. Indeed, he is no better than a merchant who wants profit in exchange for service. You see how the pure devotee is thinking. Are you following? Huh? Let's read the next one. I don't know the next one. Is it? A servant who desires material profit from his master is not a qualified servant or a pure devotee. Similarly, a master who bestows benediction upon his servant because of a desire to maintain a prestigious position as a master is also not a pure master. See how he is putting. If I am simply there for some monetary gain, then my service is useless because I have no motive. That's why Rupa Goswami said, that was Anya Bilasita Sunyam. There should not be any other desires, nothing. Anya Bilasita Sunyam, Karma, Jnana, Anavrita. There should not be this thing. But then, next line. Anukulena Krishnanu Silanam Bhakti Ruttanam. Anukul. Nothing else. No karma, no gyan, no desires. That's why they are called, what is that word for them? Akinchana Gochara. Those who don't want nothing, they have no moment. You understand? This is different position. That's why such person, the Lord, even He gives anything also, He says, no, I don't want. Rather than your pure devotion, I don't want nothing. That kind of a mood. See, Prahlad Maharaj is condemning both. Even you give also you are bad, you take also you are bad. See the point here? Oh my Lord, I am your unmotivated servant and you are my eternal master. There is no need of being anything other than master and servant. You are naturally my master, I am naturally your servant. We have no other relationship. That's the point. Finish. He put it cut and dry with the Lord. I don't know. You see how much he's thinking as a young boy. I'm in a pure devotee. That's the point. So we should serve the Lord in that capacity. Because it is not possible to come to this level overnight. That's why there's another saying. Even you have material desires, never mind you go to the Lord. Because by going to the Lord, just like Dhuru Maharaj, he went to the Lord eagerly to get a kingdom higher than his grandfather. He wanted to kill his mother. He wanted revenge on his stepmother. He had the desires. You understand? That's why the Lord gave him the benediction, and then next he said, your brother will go hunting, and in the hunting he will be killed, and then your mother, his stepmother, will run in the forest looking for him, and she will be burned by the fire. Why he had to tell these things? Why the Lord had to say it? Because it's in the heart of Dhuru Maharaj. I'm sorry, what is his name? Dhuru. Yeah, Dhuru Maharaj. So much. Wow. But now you realize, wow, this is not very good. So when you come to the highest platform and being a devotee of Krishna, then you think like this. You are forgiving. The symptoms of devotional service, the first thing is we are what? Forgiving. Where is that verse? Kalatvam. Can you take it out for me? I did in the CC. It says the first thing, a symptom of one who is advancing. 23:18. You see here. Right, this is the one. Avyatra Kalatvam. Now opening up. Function F4. I don't know what happened. function F4. Not going. What is going on? Not opening up. Function F2. 2318.
So function F4. But where here it's
Why is this vibrating?
it's okay. Yeah. Why is it playing? It's playing on the screen there.
So you can see here in this verse, we are going to take it out for you shortly, some technical issues. In this verse, you got it. Alright. See here, Chantir. Chantir means first thing. What is that? Translation, you see here, the translation of that word, forgiveness. You see that word? Chantihi means forgiveness. So the more you advance, then this quality must manifest in the forgiving. Never mind, it's alright. Are you following? So you see that Guru Maharaj, he saw the Lord, he immediately became advanced. Then he said, why I became revengeful for my, why did I want to do this thing? You follow my point? A symptom. He was very morose because he made a mess of himself with the Lord. He asked for these things. This is not very proper. You understand? So this is the consciousness of a symptoms of a person who is making advancement. When he is making spiritual advancement, these things must manifest in his heart. Are you following? Even the person has done very severe things, just like Prahlad Maharaj. He asked, what he said? Can you take out that verse? My father, he has done so much he was very envious and all. If you want to give me any benediction, you please give me this benediction that he would deliver him. He said like that. Prahlad was what? His father what? Killed him, wanted to kill him in so many ways. Yes? If your father do like that, don't say father. Someone do like what you think. Day and night you're cursing when the guy will die. Yes? Yes or no? Huh? But you see here, Prahlad, father, he says, what is the word? This is a symptom of forgiving. 7, 10, 13. And 15. See here in this verse, Prahlad Maharaj said, O Supreme Lord, because you are so merciful to the fallen soul, I ask you for only one benediction. You see that? He's asking. Where first he said, I shouldn't ask, we don't do this thing. But you see how he's asking. I ask you for only one benediction. What is that? I know that my father at the time of his death had already been purified by your glance upon him. But because of his ignorance of your beautiful power and supremacy, he was unnecessarily angry at you, falsely thinking that you were the killer of his brother. Thus he directly blasphemed your lordship, the spiritual master of all living beings, and committed heavily sinful activities directed against me. And see, he did not forget that. He committed heavily sinful activities directed against me, your devotee. I wish that he be excused of this sinful activity. You see this point? This is the attitude of a pure devotee. He is forgiving. Never mind. You please, save me. You follow my point? You understand? So this is not something artificially you can do, trying to forgive. Like the Christians say, if we slap you on this cheek, you show the other cheek, this kind of thing is easily said. You understand? It is easily said. Because it's explained here. This thing is not so easy to handle. You can see, I'll show you one more verse. Why it is not so easily, 11:22, what? The last verse. Sixty-one. You see here, this anger, O soul of the universe, the conditioning of one's personality in material life is very strong. Every one of us is stuck here like anything, understand? The conditioning of the material nature by the three modes is very, very strong. And therefore it is very difficult even for learned man to tolerate offences committed against them. You understand? Learned person, very difficult. Somebody do something, you never forget it. Especially women. Wow. They will keep it in the heart. I mean, I know offense. I'm online, I know. But, you understand? See? Against them by ignorant people. Only your devotees who are fixed in your loving service and who have achieved peace by residing at your lotus feet are able to tolerate such offenses. Again, the stress on this point, that unless you become a pure devotee, then it is not possible for you to give up your anger, your lust. So Durva Maharaj, he came out of his nonsense. He said, what a nonsense I am. Why did I ask for these things? But before, Narada told him, hey, you small boy, you don't need to, please, what's the time? You don't need to, you go back, you cool down and everything. No, if you cannot give me this thing, forget it, you mind your business. That's how he spoke. Yeah, is it not? He spoke like, yes, not? And Narada saw his determination. He was impressed. Okay, alright, you go. And you see how he became purified. He realized his mistake. Now he's talking, what a fool I am. You follow this point? So all of us are in this position because we are materially contaminated. So we have got all kind of difficulties and all this. So the solution is to become what? A pure devotee of Krishna. Unless we come to that position, it is very difficult to give up all these desires and headaches and problems. Not one thing. There is no other shortcut to this thing. Unless we go to Krishna and take up the shelter of Krishna and practice devotional service. As Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, as you surrender, I reward accordingly. As we surrendering, yes, we are all surrendering, we are chanting. So we are growing. We are realizing one thing after another, one thing after another. So in this way we make progress. The ultimate progress is to what? See everybody equal. No desires. I don't want nothing. This is the ultimate perfection of the devotee. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam, va jagadesa kamayu, mama janmani, janmaneswari, avatarmati. I took it. This is high point in spiritual life. So you can understand from this verse how Guru Maharaj has become morose. Why he is morose? Because he realized he made these mistakes. You follow? So a devotee should always be repenting. That is another important point of devotional service. He should be always what? Repenting. Even though he made mistake. What is that verse? You posted? 11. 22, 27, 28. Huh? That, although he is caught by Maya, he fall down, but still he repent. You put in your Facebook what? Forgotten. Alright, never mind. 11:20. Okay, I see 11:20, 27, 28. Yeah, correct. Here, you see this? Having awakened faith in the narrations of my glories, been disgusted with all material activities, knowing that all sense gratification lead to misery, but still been unable to renounce all sense gratification, my devotee should remain happy and worship me with great faith and conviction. Even though he is sometimes engaged in sense enjoyment, my devotee knows that all sense gratification leads to a miserable result. He sincerely repents such activity. You see that point? So we should always be, whatever we do, what a nonsense that is. You understand? That contributes to our progress. That we are, what? Purifying our consciousness. No, I shouldn't have done this. No, what a mistake I did. This is not correct. That is realization. You understand? So we should be careful. We should try to always be what is the word? Retrospecting, is it? Introspecting. Wow, what is that? Why did I say this? Why did I do this? Why, this is not that, because the super soul in our heart, he is also hearing. Oh, you're repenting, that's good. You follow? And then we develop, from there we grow, and we will come to the point where we will be always be in the forgiving consciousness, that purified level. That's very high level. It is in the bhava stage. Not that overnight we can jump into that. But by and by, the process, when we become niskinchanasya. The word is what? Niskinchanasya. The niskinchanasya means someone has got nothing to do with the material world. And no more interest. You cannot. The Lord, that's why the Lord, for my devotee, I give everything. Why He gives everything? Because the devotee is not interested in taking anything anyway. You follow? But you want everything, you think the Lord will give? He is crying, why I am worshipping you so much, day, night, pour milk, this, that, nothing I get. Why He will give you? Because you know you will misuse. But on the other hand, a pure devotee, the Lord gives everything. And the devotee will not misuse it. You follow this point? This is a vast contrast in the thinking of a non-devotee and a devotee. A non-devotee is thinking, the Lord created everything for my enjoyment. You see, that's another nonsense. Everything is for what? For me. You understand? Whereas the pure devotee is thinking that, the Lord has created all this for His enjoyment. It all should be used for His pleasure. Two different thinking. That's why Guru Maharaj today, he's not happy with what he did. Understand? Alright, we better stop here. Any questions? Any comments?
What is the reason Krishna does not give Bhakti Yoga easily compared to devotion of those?
Alright, actually, to answer that question, there's another translation of that earlier verse that I read. That is actually in the Adi Lila. Adi 17. What is Adi Lila? Let me see. Let me get for you.
5, 6, 18.
Adi 8, huh? That. I think it's 5, 8. Yeah, 819. This translation is better. Prabhupada translated different here in the CC, so you see now it's more clearer for you. The same verse that I showed you earlier, but this is a little different. So, 819. Oh, my goodness. Where are you going? Going to his Bhagavatam. Adi. Function. He's going to the Bhagavad Gita. The great sage Sukadev said, "My dear Parikshit Maharaj, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is always ready to help you. He is your master, guru, God, and dear friend, and also the head of your family. Yet sometimes he agrees to act as your family servant or order carrier. You are greatly fortunate because this relationship is possible only by Bhakti Yoga. The Lord gives liberation, mukti very easily, but it does not very easily give one Bhakti Yoga because by that process he is bound to the devotee. You understand? This is why he doesn't want to give that unless he's really, person is really 100%. The translation is different here than it was in the earlier verse. You follow? That's 8, 6.
5, 6, 18.
And that's the verse, that's now the verse. 5, 6, 18.
He's not mentioned that he will become purchased by them.
Yeah. That doesn't say that, but in this line it says. Purport, you can read. The passage is quoted from the Srimad Bhagavatam 5, 6, 18, while Sukadeva Goswami was distinguishing the character of Rishabhdeva. He distinguished between Bhakti Yoga and liberation by reciting this verse. In relation with the Yadus and Pandavas, the Lord acted sometimes as their master, sometimes their advisor, sometimes as their friend, sometimes the head of the family, sometimes even as a servant. Krishna once had to carry out an order of Yudhishthira by carrying a letter Yudhishthira had written to Duryodhana regarding peace negotiations. Similarly, he also became the chariot driver Arjuna. This illustrates that Bhakti Yoga, there is a relationship between the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the devotee. Such a relationship is established in transcendental manners known as Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya and Madhurya. If a devotee wants simple liberation, he gets it very easily from the Supreme Personality of Godhead as confirmed by Bilvamangal Thakur, Mukti Swayam Mukulitanjali Svetasyan Sevate Sman. For a devotee, mukti is not very important because mukti is always standing on the doorstep waiting to serve him in Swami. A devotee therefore must be attracted by the behavior of the inhabitants of Vrindavan who live in relationship with Krishna. The land, the water, the cow, the trees and flowers serve Krishna in Santaras. His servants serve him in Dasyaras and his cowherd friends serve him in Shakyaras. Similarly, the elder gopis and Gopals serve Krishna as father and mother, uncle and other relatives. The young gopis, cowherd girls serve Krishna in conjugal love. While executing devotional service, one must be naturally inclined to serve Krishna in one of these transcendental relationships. That is the actual success of life. For a devotee to get liberation is not very difficult. Even one who is unable to establish a relationship with Krishna can achieve liberation by merging into Brahman and Fajani. This is called Sahuja Mukti. Vaishnavas never accept Sahuja Mukti, although sometimes they accept the other forms of liberation, namely Sarupya, Sarokya, Samipya, Sarasti, whatever. A pure devotee, however, does not accept any kind of mukti. He wants only to serve Krishna in transcendental relationship. This is the perfectional stage of spiritual life. Mayavadi philosophers desire to merge into the existence of Brahmana Fajana, although this aspect of liberation is always neglected by devotees. Srila Prabodhana Saraswati Thakur described the kind of mukti which is called Kaivalya, or becoming one with the Supreme, as said, Kaivalya Narakayate. Becoming one with the Supreme is as good as going to hell. Therefore, the idea of Mayavad philosophy, becoming one with the Supreme, is hellish for a devotee. He never accepts it. Mayavadi followers do not know that even if they merge into their Father, the Supreme, this will not give them ultimate rest. An individual soul cannot live in the Brahman of Arjun in a state of inactivity. After some time, he must desire to be active. However, since he is not aware of his relationship with the Supreme Personality of God, he must therefore have no spiritual activity. He must come down to further activities in this material world. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Correct. Doesn't have the thing there, so what to do? Where is he going? Who put all this stuff? Advertising. I think we use the Apple better. Alright, any other questions? Sorry to have bored you so long. Any other thing? Is it clear? Understand today what happened to us? Alright, then we will stop here. Thank you very much. Well, we have 11 people watching it. Huh?